The night is heavy in the Middle East, a region where shadows cast long webs of secrets. It's June 2025, and the world holds its breath. Explosions light the skies over Tehran, missiles streak above Tel Aviv, and whispers of war echo from Washington. Iran, Israel, and the United States stand at a crossroads, their fates entwined in a dance of power and peril. A green van might haunt a small town's mystery, but here it's the hum of drones, the glow of nuclear sites, and the weight of unspoken threats that linger. This is Darker Unveiled, pulling you into the enigma of a region on the brink. Let the story wrap you in its quiet, endless embrace. Close your eyes and drift into the shadow of war. The Middle East has never known true silence. For decades, its deserts and cities have hummed with tension, a low pulse of rivalries and dreams. Iran, a nation of ancient pride, stands defiant, its leaders vowing to protect their sovereignty. Israel, a fortress in the desert, guards its existence with unyielding resolve. The United States, a distant giant, casts its gaze across the oceans, its influence both shield and sword. In 2025, these powers collide, their motives veiled, their actions seismic. What drives this conflict, and why now? The answers are buried in a web of history, ambition, and fear, each thread a question without end. It began, or so they say, on June 13, 2025. The night was still in Tehran when Israel struck, its jets slicing through Iran's skies. Operation Rising Lion, they called it, a name that echoed with purpose. Military bases burned, nuclear sites in Natanz glowed under fire, and a general, Hossein Salami, leader of Iran's Revolutionary Guard, fell. The world woke to chaos, to breaking news and trembling voices. Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, vowed severe punishment. His words a chill in the air. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu stood firm, his eyes on Iran's nuclear ambitions. Was this a strike to prevent disaster, or the spark of something greater? The strikes were no surprise, not really. For years, Israel watched Iran's uranium enrichment, its centrifuges spinning closer to a weapon. The International Atomic Energy Agency warned of progress, of uranium at 60% purity, a step from the 90% needed for a bomb. Iran denied it, insisting its program was peaceful, a right of sovereignty. The US, under President Donald Trump's second term, saw threat, not truth, in Tehran's words. In 2018, Trump tore up the nuclear deal, sanctions biting Iran's economy. By 2025, Iran was cornered, its allies, Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis, weakened by Israel's relentless campaigns. Was June 13th a moment of strategy or desperation? Iran answered swiftly, its drones humming toward Tel Aviv. On June 14th, 100 drones lifted off, followed by missiles, their trails bright against the night. Israel's Iron Dome lit the sky, intercepting most, but the message was clear. Iran would not yield. In Tehran, a red flag rose above the Jamkaran Mosque, a symbol of vengeance in Shiite faith. Explosions rocked the capital, 40 wounded, 1 woman dead. Iran's foreign ministry called nuclear talks with the US meaningless, yet left the door ajar. Was this retaliation a show of strength or a cry from a nation under siege? The United States entered the fray, its shadow long. On June 22nd, US jets struck 3 Iranian nuclear sites, Fordo, Isfahan, Natanz, joining Israel's campaign. Trump warned Iran of peace or tragedy, his voice firm on X. Tankers crossed oceans, refueling Israeli planes guarding US bases. Russia cautioned against escalation. China offered to mediate, but the Middle East burned. Iran's state media confirmed the strikes, its leaders vowing to protect their nuclear dream. Was the US protecting its ally or chasing its own ghosts of influence? The world watched, unsure if this was defense or dominance. Spring forward to the streets of Tel Aviv, where sirens wail. Families rush to shelters, their lives shaped by the hum of missiles. In Tehran, markets close, internet falters, and fear settles like dust. The Middle East, a tapestry of faith and fire, feels the weight of 2025. Jordan stays neutral, its skies downing Iranian drones. Syria, broken by years of war, watches silently. The Gulf states, wary of chaos, seek peace with Israel, their oil flowing, their futures fragile. Hezbollah, Iran's ally in Lebanon, lies weakened, its rockets spent. Who stands with Iran and who with Israel? The lines blur, a puzzle of loyalties. History whispers in every strike. The 1979 Iranian Revolution turned allies to enemies, Khomeini's voice railing against the great Satan America and the little Satan Israel. The Iran-Iraq War, fueled by Western arms, left scars that shape Iran's distrust. Israel's 1967 victory, its nuclear arsenal unspoken, made it a target and a power. The US, with bases dotting the region, seeks control of oil and order. Each nation carries wounds, each leader a vision of survival. Did 2025's war begin in 1979, 1967, or long before, in the sands of ancient empires? The nuclear question looms, a shadow over all. Israel, with its unacknowledged arsenal, fears an Iranian bomb. Iran, ringed by US bases, seeks a deterrent, or so it claims. The 2015 nuclear deal promised peace, but Trump's exit in 2018 brought sanctions, pushing Iran to enrich uranium faster. By 2025, Natanz's centrifuges hum, Fordo's tunnels hide secrets, and Isfahan's labs glow. Israel's strikes aim to stop the clock, but experts warn. Bombing may push Iran to race for a weapon, not retreat. Is the fear of a bomb the spark or the bomb itself? Suspects emerge, not in a house on Delmar Street, but in the halls of power. Netanyahu, embattled at home, finds purpose in Iran's threat. His strikes a distraction from Gaza's ruins. Trump, re-elected, seeks to cement his legacy, his jets a show of strength before elections fade. Khamenei, aging but unyielding, rallies Iran's faithful, his drones a defiance of the West. Each leader plays a role, their motives a mystery. Are they driven by fear, pride, or the ghosts of past wars? The Middle East watches its people caught in their game. The green van of this tale is no vehicle but a drone, its wings buzzing over deserts. Iran's Shah drones with a 2,000-kilometer reach strike fear into Israel's heart. Built in Tehran, sold to Russia, they're Iran's pride, its arsenal vast. Israel's jets, US-made, answer with precision, their payloads tearing through Iran's defenses. The skies are a battlefield, technology the suspect. Each drone, each missile carries a question. Will it end in peace or a fire that consumes all? The hum grows louder, a lullaby of war. Clues are scattered, like a broken porch light in Springfield. A red flag in Qom, a coded message of revenge. A downed drone in Jordan's skies, its wreckage a riddle. A US tanker refueling jets, its path a hint of deeper plans. Iran's internet blackout lasting days hides truths from the world. X buzzes with voices. AP reports strikes at Mystery Seeker 2025 shares maps at Cold Case Dreamer asks, who gains? The clues pile up, but the truth slips away, a message erased on an answering machine. What do these fragments mean, if anything? Theories weave through the smoke. Some say Israel struck to stop a bomb, its survival at stake. Others whisper of oil, of US control over the region's wealth. Could it be revenge? Iran's drones a reply to years of sanctions, assassinations? Or is it a game, leaders posturing for power while cities burn? Reddit's our geopolitics with 50,000 posts, debates endlessly. User U Desert Watcher writes, it's about dominance, not defense. Another, U/Truthseeker 2025 says, Iran's alone but it won't break. The theories swirl, each one a shadow, each one a dead end. Who holds the truth, if anyone? The people pay the price, as always. In Tehran, mothers clutch children as sirens wail. In Tel Aviv, students huddle in bunkers, their futures uncertain. In Washington, protests flare, voices crying for peace or war. The Middle East, a cradle of civilization, weeps under the weight of 2025. Gaza's ruins, Lebanon's scars, Syria's silence, they're all part of this tale. The war touches millions, their lives a canvas of loss. Are they pawns in a chess game, or the heart of the mystery? Their cries echo soft and endless in the night. Diplomacy flickers, a candle in the storm. China offers mediation, its voice calm but distant. Russia warns of chaos, its own wars stretching its reach. The UN meets, resolutions failing under vetoes. Oman, a quiet broker, whispers of a new nuclear deal, but Iran scoffs, its trust broken. The US and Iran met 5 times in 2024, their talks now ashes. Could words stop the missiles, or is the time for talking gone? The world waits, its hope fragile, its fear a steady drum. The Middle East in 2025 is a house on Delmar Street, its doors unlocked, its secrets deep. Iran's nuclear sites, Israel's jets, America's tankers, they're the purses, the cars, the broken light. Khamenei, Netanyahu, Trump, they're the suspects, their motives unclear. The drones, the missiles, the red flag, they're the clues, scattered and fleeting. The theories, endless and looping, are the answering machine, its message lost. The people from Tehran to Tel Aviv are Cheryl, Susie, Stacy, waiting in the dark. What happened on June 13th and what happens next? The mystery holds, its truth a whisper. Springfield's vigil candles glow for 3 women. The Middle East's candles burn for millions. In Tehran, families pray under flickering lights. In Tel Aviv, vigils form, their flames defiant. In Washington, X lights up at Hope for Peace, pleading, "Stop the war." The region mourns, its heart heavy, its hope alive. The green van, here a drone, hums in the distance. The porch light, now a nuclear glow, dims. The answering machine, diplomacy's voice, falls silent. Will 2025 bring answers or only more shadows? The Middle East waits, its story unfinished. Let the mystery drift, gentle as a desert breeze. The drones fade, the missiles dim, the flags fall still. Iran's pride, Israel's resolve, America's might. They linger just out of reach. Close your eyes, let the Middle East's enigma cradle you. The skies quiet, the theories weave, and the truth hides, soft and endless. The house of the Middle East is dark, its windows shuttered. The nuclear sites cool, the jets land, the tankers turn home. Tehran holds its breath. Tel Aviv watches the stars. Washington waits. The clues slip away, their edges soft. The mystery pulls you deeper into the silence. Drift now into the night as the shadow of war lingers endless in the dark.